Hello, so today I'd just like to talk about sweet corn. I did that clip earlier in the year about sowing them, etc, etc, planting them out. We're a bit further on now, and so I thought I'd just show you about harvesting. I'm going to show you a baby corn. The most important thing about baby corns is they don't want to be pollinated, so this is sort of harvest time for a baby corn. And the difference between that and say a normal sweet corn is that we'll harvest these when these tufts have gone really brown in colour, and that'll indicate that the kernels on the cobs have actually swelled right up, which obviously with the baby corn you don't want. Now this year's been a pretty awful year for weather, so sweet corn outside hasn't done that well. I'll just snap the end off this one, but I am getting to it. But fortunately, of course, we did that glasshouse crop as well, so we've been eating those for a week or so now. We're into August now, and they're doing very well. The ones in the garden themselves, I'm actually doing this in our own veg garden at home today because they're close together, have grown hardly at all. I'd expect them to be as tall as me standing up, not as tall as me kneeling down. But anyway, so that is a baby corn minus the tip that snapped off. We'll have those with our lunch today, and they are just lovely. So these are ready for harvesting now, and you want to eat them once they get to this stage. You really want to eat them within about a week to 10 days, otherwise they start getting longer and woody and look a bit like the ones that you buy in the supermarket that have been flown over from wherever and been hanging on for God knows how long. So yep, these are wonderful. The sweet corns actually in the garden themselves aren't ready, and I reckon they've got about I would think about another 3 or 4 weeks, and the cobs aren't going to be that good either. They're not going to be that huge, and that's because of the cold nighttime temperatures. But as I say, we grew those ones under glass which we're eating, and I'll just pop up there now and I'll show you those now. So as I said, in a year like we've had this year, where it's been so cold, particularly at night, the crop we grew inside is fantastic. It's the first week of August, we've been eating these now for a couple of weeks, and if you can see the difference from the ones that I was showing you just a minute ago down on the veg garden, the tassels have gone brown and in some cases have actually come right off. The cobs are a lot firmer, and if I just peel away here, this is one I'm going to have for my tea tonight, I think. They're beautifully ripe and ready, and if I pop a finger in and squeeze, it all comes out nice and milky as well. So that is absolutely perfectly ready for harvesting. The one thing I will say about harvesting is with sweet corn, the sooner that you can cook them from when you actually harvest them, the better. So don't pick them in the morning to have them for dinner in the evening. You literally want to pick them, take them, steam them and eat them. In America, some people actually they take a pot of boiling water down to their veg patch and put the cobs straight in. The reason for that is because sweet corn, the sweetness comes from the sugar, and as soon as the cob is taken from the plant, the sugars start to break down into starch, so they start to lose some of their sweetness. Now, in a vegetable garden situation, it's not going to be as bad as all that, but obviously it makes a little bit of a mockery of the ones that you buy from the supermarket that have been pre-packed and sitting there for a couple of days. They're no way ever going to be as nice as your homegrown ones. So that's it, that's sweet corn.